Hey, how's it going, guys? Since last time, I've been doing some base updates, just kind of continuing what we had already started before. So last time we were doing some updates to the AE system and mostly to the circuit system, and I've continued making those. So I added in some extra MU interfaces and I configured the presses a little bit differently so that we could have a sequential run of the different circuit parts that we need. And I brought one of the AE2 presses out here. That way I had space to add in an extra one just for the GregTech circuits. That was going pretty well. I was able to batch craft a whole ton of circuits, but I realized I made a mistake when I was setting that up. And what I ended up doing is teaching the system to craft tier 5 circuits by accident because I taught it to make the circuit part masters rather than the circuit part ultimates, which are the ones for the tier 6 circuits. So now we end up having a lot of tier 5 circuits. Unfortunately, that wasted a lot of my materials. I'll try to use those whenever I can, but obviously not a good usage of my platinum. What can you do? It just happens sometimes. But I am currently batch crafting a bunch of tier 6 circuits with my revised recipe now that I've actually fixed it, and it seems to be working pretty well. They're kind of rolling down the line, so we'll just wait for them all to come in. But the reason I'm doing that is to make both the fusion reactor eventually and also to start making more fission reactors, because what I want to do is actually set up fission reactors around my base to do my power generation for different processes rather than using, oil or gas or whatever else. Because nuclear reactors, the fission reactor specifically, are much more efficient in terms of lag. They're much more efficient in terms of like just overall power usage because I can just use one enriched Nakoda fuel rod and power pretty much any process directly with that in a single block. And I really only need the reactor and maybe a heat exchanger. Sometimes I'll even be able to just do it directly with a turbine and their nuclear reactor if it's steam. And it's just way cooler, I think, to do it with a nuclear reactor. And there's really no risk of radiation unless you touch the reactor directly, as long as you stay below a certain threshold. So I'm pretty excited to do that. I think it'll be a pretty unique take on powering bases rather than using, liquid fuel or gas or anything like that, electricity. I think it'd be pretty cool to just use reactors to power as much as possible. So I'm going to go pretty hard on that. I'm pretty dedicated to following through on it. So look forward to that. Maybe even in this episode, I'll start switching some automation processes out for the reactors. But before we get to that, I want to finish off where we left last time, which was trying to make the Lapotron crystal charger. If you remember, we were making those to charge any electronic items in our inventory, and we had gotten up to the advanced charging ones, but I ended up needing lapis. And so what I'm going to do to get that lapis, instead of mining for it, I've kind of just scanned a piece of lapis into my molecular scanner, and I've got a USB stick for it, and it's up here. So what I'm going to do actually is move all of these machines down a little bit because there's no reason for them to be up high. I sort of made a mistake when I built that. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it that way. It was a dumb decision on my part, but let's move them down, and I'm going to need some more platinum cable for that. Actually, I already had some. So let's move those down and also set these guys up in a little bit more aesthetically pleasing way if possible, using some covers. So let's see. Do I have accept and emit covers? I do. The conductix covers. Let's get rid of this guy and we will. Where's my wire cutter? There it is. So we'll get this guy down here. We could probably put them both in the same spot, I'm thinking. Just depends on how I kind of have this set up. So let me double check where the chunk border is. So this is the edge right here. So for the scanner, if I want to just throw that guy down, I can put him here, and then I need, let's see. Let's just grab that and we'll grab that. And so what we need is the battery box and the laser, and we need the other thing, the quantum emitter. Let's grab these wires and take them off the laser. And I'll grab the laser with its little activation switch just so it doesn't run. So the output chest is going to have to be on the right. The scanner needs, let's see. So it needs quantum units in the back. So let's just set this up real quick so I can visualize this a little easier. The quantum scanner, or it's quantum energizer rather. Okay. I think this is pretty easily done. I don't think this is going to be too complicated. So what I can do is actually just put the transformer in between two of these. And what I'll do, is this chunk empty? No, it's kind of got the turbine halfway through it. It's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. I don't think it's going to cause a ton of lag. Let's put the output chests. It's going to have to be 3 up like this. So here, and that's the input. And then we'll just move these USB sticks over. Those are my completed USB sticks, and I don't know why my NEI is bugging out when I do my shift clicking. It's very strange. That's my Nether Star one that I wasted a Nether Star on because you can't print those. All right, so let's grab these guys. So molecular scanner is going to go there, and we'll take his cover off for a second, and we will put the activity detector here. And for the quantum energizer, what we want is an emit. No, yeah, we want an emit on the back and an accept on the front. So he's good now. You go there, and then we will put your laser here. Although the laser needs to have, oh, it's already set up that way. Perfect. So the redstone control is there. And then the battery box for him will have to be like that. Point it there. The transformer will go here. We will say you can go up. I think that's just fine the way it is. But you only ever output 1 amp, is that right? I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. And then the other guy, we will do the same and just do it on the other side. So we'll put the battery box like this. We will put your battery here. Put a laser like so. But he can only run if he has a redstone signal, and that's already configured there, which is good. We'll get the matter replicator, put him here, and we'll get the drill to get the chest off of that. And finally, we'll get the tank extender, and we'll point both of the tanks there. Okay, that looks good to me. And we can just get rid of some of this brick. That's fine. Okay, and now we just hook in the power. So let's go up. Can get rid of the chunk border thing. So just come up like that, and then hook up that cable. And we will connect him like that. I think it's good. Now it's charging up the batteries. However much power was lost out of those, that's fine. And looks like we have some extra parts. Just when I was configuring stuff, not a big deal. Just throw that in the ME system. All right. Now what we need to do is bring in the charged in neutral matter. Oh wait, where's my lapis? I scanned lapis. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thought I might have lost it for a second. I was kind of annoyed. There we go. So you can go there. And now we need a way to bring in the charged and neutral matter. So we need to connect to the ME system that is in the reactor world. So I'm going to do this. We're going to use a peer-to-peer tunnel for sure. And what we can do is just use non-uppal pipes. So non-uppal. I don't want to use a huge pipe. I would rather just do rubber. Or no, let me do Invar. Let's see. I want to do this in as few pipes as possible. I think the non-uppal ones are just cheaper and they also hold less, which is ironically better for this. And then what we need is a ton of covered ME cable. So let me order 30. Oh, I don't have wool. Let me go shear my sheep. I'll have to set up some kind of automated system to shear my sheep, just like with an open computers robot or something. Or just some other way to make wool. I'm sure there's some kind of Greg Tech way to do it. I just can't be asked to do it most of the time. All right, hopefully that's enough wool. All right, covered ME cable. We'll get like 30 of them. We'll wait for those to craft. My scissors away. All right, and then I'm gonna do peer-to-peer tunnels. So P2P, we'll get 2 of you. I don't have crystalline industrial diamond plates. I see. Where do I have industrial diamonds? Industrial. We'll just make half a stack of these guys. We'll put you in the buzzsaw. And that'll get us our industrial diamond plates. Just let those guys go into the system. And we need P2P tunnels, and we'll get 2 of those. Why are you... oh, there's no processors available? Oh yeah, because my circuits are being crafted, that's right. So we'll just wait for this guy to craft, I guess. No big deal. In the meantime, I will try to set up the connecting systems. So to get the connection from the P2P tunnel, I'm going to need to pull off from somewhere else. I can actually probably run it just directly through here. I have 6 channels, so I should have a couple of channels left to bring over to there. Do I have my cables yet? I have some smart cables. I guess it's probably fine to start using smart cables because I'm being a little more efficient with my base construction in general. So let's connect this guy, kind of like this. We'll come up here. And actually, is it just better to not run it fully like that? Probably. We want to connect it to this one. Just trying to see like where the best connection spot is. I definitely need to do some cable management in my base, among other things. But it's all right. All right, let's come over this way, and then it's kind of like a straight shot over. Just gradually bring this guy along. Come on, there we go. All right. I think I can probably go up soon. Like this. There we go. All right, where is, oh, there's some ME2 or A2 stuff there, so I have to be careful. I don't want to connect my subnetwork to the actual network, so we have to be very cautious about how we run these cables, but this should be okay. Come on, there we go. I'm sure this is very painful to watch. I hate the quantum suit because it doesn't let you like hover properly, and I'm too lazy to install the Gravis suit mod. I actually did install modular power suits, and I configured some of those recipes, so we'll switch to that soon so I can have like actual creative flight, because it's kind of just getting annoying at this point to not have it. But yeah, I'm just suffering without it for now. Do I have crafting available? Or are we still waiting on Fluix crystals? Are these like growing? What's going on here? Where do I have that system? It's over here. Yeah, they're growing, but this doesn't seem to have power. Is it because it's not daytime? Yeah, probably. We'll wait for it to be daytime. Now that guy should grow all of his little crystals. There we go. Come on. I definitely need to make some more co-processors and another crafting CPU. Could probably afford to now if I wanted to, but it's fine. Did I even teach the system how to do this? CPU, no. Or what is it called? I just looked at it. It's called like crafting storage, yeah. Crafting, yeah, I didn't teach my system how to make that, or co-processors, nope. But they're cheap, they're not super hard to make, so I could always make them if I wanted. I just want this to hurry up. It's almost done. It's growing its little crystals over here. Wish I could see into it a little easier. There is a way to do this actually in GregTech. There's Fluix, let's see. You can do it in the autoclave. It takes 75 seconds. I don't know how that actually compares to the AE2 way, like doing it the way I have it here. I guess it would be worth testing just to see how that compares, but for now it's fine the way I have it, I think. It's a little slow, but geez. I've never had to wait this long for Fluix crystals. Why is it taking so long? All right. Done? Okay, he's done finally. Now I can make my P2P tunnels. All right, give me those. And also, what else do I need? I think I have everything. Oh no, I need the memory card. That's right. Can't do anything without the memory card. Why can't you craft? What's your problem? Oh, you need to also make these. Oh no. Hopefully this goes faster. So I don't think I need this anymore. This is just a random leftover from an old build. There you go. One piece of redstone not in my base. Come on, man. Did I already finish? No. Jeez. Yeah, maybe I will do the autoclave way. I don't know if it's going to be any faster, but it should be okay. But I do have the energy crystals. I think I can probably start using these to craft the next tier up of the charging guy. So let's start doing that. I know there's a bunch of them in my inventory here. All right. What else do I need? Add them on a different page. Oh, I think it got rid of them. All right, that's fine. Got this guy and this guy. So we have the energy crystals and we need the heat exchangers. So I think these are pretty straightforward. Let's get these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I won't put them all in, whatever. 7. What am I missing? Tin plates. Of course. Where's my tin? It's over here. Just throw it over here. Why not? Make me a bunch of tin plates, please. Here we go. Just make sure I have the right amount. That's 6, that's 7, and that's 8. And now we just need this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. So these guys then go in this configuration. Let's put them all there. And then I just put one of these guys in the middle. And now we have the charging energy crystal like that. And we'll do the same thing with this guy. And we'll combine all of these. And now we have another charging crystal. Now this guy should actually charge, yeah, he's charging my drill. So anything up to HV, I think, can be charged. Although it doesn't seem to be charging my drill. I don't know why that is. It charges everything else except for this drill. That's bizarre. I'm not sure why that is the case, but still pretty convenient. If it means I just have to charge my drill every once in a while, that's totally cool. I think maybe it's just because it's LV and it doesn't interact with that for some reason, but it's not a huge problem. So we'll take these guys off here, and now we need advanced heat exchangers, which I'm thinking, oh, it only uses base heat exchangers? Okay, not bad actually. But I do need lapis plates, so I'll have to make those, and obviously the Lapitron crystals themselves take lapis, so we're gonna need to have that all set up. And I don't know why I put this paint roller away. It keeps appearing back in my inventory. Peer-to-peer tunnel. We're still waiting on these. What's the problem? Something I messed up over here. Why is redstone going here? It definitely should not be coming here. Oh, I know why. It's because I have this configured wrong. This guy lost his filter, or rather it's on the wrong side. So let's put these back. You need to get your filter back. Now I can put this here. And these are both in the wrong little guys, but then they should work afterwards. All right. The energy crystals we'll put in the charging bench for now. I don't know why they're like glitching out of my inventory. It's fine. Please just give me my peer-to-peer tunnels. I hope it's going to work. Something isn't right here. Which one of you is messed up? Is it this one? Ugh, I can't even check it from this side. Come on. Oh, you know what? It's because I forgot to connect this back, and I forgot to connect this back. That should probably help. And this guy also. Or is he even going to output because he's done? Looks like he did. You as well. Yeah, okay. Make sure these are connected when I put them back. A silly mistake on my part. All right. Still, you're not happy. What's wrong here? Where did that go? Why can't you go somewhere? Something is amiss. It's probably something that I did. Calculation processor. Okay. What's wrong? I don't understand. This can't go in any of them? Oh wait, it just went now. What? Okay. I don't get what just happened, but something happened. But it's still not retrieving its item? What's going on? Oh man, this is ridiculous. What's going on? Which one of you is failing? Calculation processor. Why are these ending up here? Oh, it's because I pulled off the filter. Okay. Oh, I know exactly why this is happening. It's because I don't have any more presses that will allow the system to craft the, what's it called? The actual finished processors. So I need to put these in a different interface. Is that the only one? No, it's this one too. These guys need to all go to their own press. Ideally, this one, I think it should work out pretty well. And we'll just say, don't push anything in here if you don't have space, just because I don't want that to clog. And I need to go put this thing back. All right, so you go here, connect that guy there. Oh no, not this one. We'll connect this one. There we go. And now if I put, shoot, wait. Okay, this guy. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. We put this guy here. Oh my God. All right, there we go. Then these should be all good to connect again. And we'll connect like this and like this. There we go. Now I should finally have my P2P tunnels. There we go. All right, so now that I have these, I'm going to need to connect one here, and we will turn him into a liquid peer-to-peer tunnel. Here we go. He's online, unlinked, and then on the other side, we'll do the same thing. We will switch into our little suit here. All right. I definitely am going to install teleporters in this dimension to go back and forth to the reactor because running is just not cutting it for me. I was going to do it with a electric locomotive from Railcraft or something, or maybe Traincraft, but yeah, I would just prefer a teleporter, honestly. Oh, looks like we're maybe out of Naquita fuel rods, or rather breeder rods. That's pretty crazy, actually. I'll have to get more. I'll have to bring some over and then turn them into breeder rods. I didn't think I would actually end up running out. Let's see, do I have any breeder rods? Yeah, we'll just throw these guys in. Why not? No, not here. Whoops, this is for breeder rods. These should go, yep, in there and in there. And they should both turn back on. Perfect. Gotta love that automation. Could probably just make more, yeah, breeder rods for that, but it's fine. No worries. We're here for these guys. And I need to craft. Let me just put a crafting table over here. I need to craft these. So what we're going to do is put Yeah, we'll just do 2 of them. I think it'll make it easier. So you and you will hook up like that. You can connect to here and you can connect to there. And this is empty. We'll let these guys fill. Wait. Fill vertically adjacent tanks? What's going on here? It's empty. Why are those not filling? Oh, it's, or do they come out the top? They might come out the top. Damn, I don't have a building material. Do I have any over here? I have scaffolding, sure. Why not? At least aesthetically matches. Let me put more. There we go. If I put this here, will you fill? Stop. Will fill. There we go. And then we'll just put the other one here. So now these guys have charged in neutral matter. And they will only go up. Although, well, I don't think these guys are going to drain anytime soon. It might be beneficial to only allow these to be pulled out using pumps, just so that they don't end up back flowing if one of the drain or any of the tanks empties. But I think it's okay as it is. If it ends up being a problem, I'll deal with it, but should be okay. And then let me turn this guy also into a fluid guy. We'll turn him into there. Okay, and then we will connect this with smart cable. Come on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Although it's fine. All right, let's connect you directly to that. Okay, so you are there, and then we'll get your link using that. So you're connected to, yeah, that pure tunnel. I'll have to remember to bring over some Naquita so we can make more breeder rods. So now that we're actually making enriched Naquita breeder rods, or rather fuel rods, our reactor is essentially self-sustaining indefinitely because we can replicate Naquita. We can like print it out with the molecular assembler or whatever it is, and then we can make more breeder rods out of that Naquita and breed it using the enriched Naquita fuel rods. So our reactor is infinite power now. And let me grab some Naquita dust. Or actually, I thought I had Naquita in there already. I might have already had some in there, but just in case. Breeder rod. I think it's bolts, yeah. So I don't even need that many. We'll do 8. And we'll do bolts. Where is my bolt one? Yeah, turn that into bolts, please. And then on this side, what we'll do is we'll load the settings of our peer-to-peer tunnel. There we go. And then this guy should hopefully get those liquids, question mark. Successfully loaded settings. I don't know. Why are you not flowing into here? That's the real question. Or do I not do this with a tank extender? Or maybe I need to pull this out also with a fluid pipe because it doesn't like that it's a non-opal fluid pipe. It might be that. Let me try that. Are you okay now? It's empty. Why? I was able to do this with the water, the distilled water that I am pumping to the reactor. I'm not sure why it's not working with this. All right, let's get those bolts. Yeah, 64 bolts. I can make a bunch of breeder rods with that. Let me put the rest of the Naquita away for now. All right. And I'll put back my radiation suit. Something isn't right with the way I'm trying to flow the liquids into that peer-to-peer tunnel. I'm wondering if there's an easier way to do this. Although I think I'm using a non-uppable pipe for my lubricant and my nitro diesel. I think those are working fine, so it just has to be some weird configuration on my end with this. I'm just not doing something correctly. You're online. Oh, you're unlinked? Wait, what? Oh, hold on. I think I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, I am. Okay. This is connected to my main network. That's what the problem is. Okay, so let me relink this. Also, hold on, let me make some more breeder rods while I'm here. Oh, I had an Aqueduct bolts. Okay, well, whatever. So let's throw these guys here. And then we'll have some more breeder rods to throw into the reactor and run automatically. I think I still have a bunch of plutonium rods for fuel loaded into here. It's just not in the hopper, it's in this pipe. So once those run out, I'll start using the enriched Naquita ones, which I have quite a few of now. I have 8 at least, and I also have some more actual rods here. So we have tons and tons of that stuff, and that's something that lasts 100,000 minutes, so I don't think I'll deplete those anytime soon. But yeah, I'll just let the plutonium deplete first, and then we'll deal with the enriched Naquita when it's time for that. But we'll use it for other smaller reactors first. But yeah, we'll put the breeder rods here. Wait, why are these guys... They already done? No, they're definitely not done. It shouldn't be. What's going on here? Why is the neutron count going so high on these? Oh, it's because the loss isn't high enough, is it? Yeah, this reactor wasn't designed for uranium. Where do I have a pincer? Here. Let me see if I can just snag that uranium rod. It seems to be okay. I mean, I'll just let it go. I don't care that much. If it doesn't produce as much power, it's not going to kill me. I'll just let the uranium go because I'm going to be not using uranium soon. So we'll just let it go and then we'll switch it out as we need it. But let's go back and reconfigure the peer-to-peer tunnel. So this guy is connected to that one. And I think actually I should be able to just connect this directly to the machine, like the matter replicator or whatever, and it should automatically put the liquids in. That way I don't have to deal with as many pipes, and if I need to reconfigure something or move it, I don't have to drain the pipes out. So that would be really nice. Just make sure. Okay, you're empty. Yep. And then we'll just get rid of you. Okay. So instead of connecting it to the subnetwork, we'll connect it to our main network. So this guy, I'll just use covered cables. I think this isn't the main network, but that is, yeah. Or is this a peer-to-peer system? I don't know. I'm already losing track of my network. I think that's a peer-to-peer tunnel that's not connected to my system, but I'll find one that is. Or you know what I could also do is set up a peer-to-peer tunnel for my propane here, because I already have it connected. Yeah, I can just run that same line down, and it would save me a little bit of ugly cables. This is sort of on the fly configuration, so we'll see. This guy needs to be liquid, and then you will connect like that. Okay, just for the sake of connecting this now, I'll do this, that, and then we will run this cable. Come on. I really am like so sick of this quantum jetpack. There we go. Come on. This, and then we'll, nope, not that. Connect you like that, and then connect it. Nope. Oh my god. This quantum jetpack is killing me. I'm going to get rid of it very soon. I'm going to set up all the crafting recipes for modular power suits off screen, and then we'll just craft all of it and configure it in one go when I come back. Because it's so bad to use this dumb quantum suit. And Gravisuit is equally shit, to be honest with you. It's like just old. I like modular power suits a lot more. But this guy should connect at least. So let's do you with this ugly mix of cables. All right, you're online. You're not linked, but now you should be. You're loaded. Come on. Please connect. Perfect. There we go. There's our matter. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to get this guy to run. Why is he not? He should be able to run. You have matter. And replicate lapis. Also, let me clear this out so I don't accidentally use it. What's the problem here? So what is this set to? This is emit. Oh no, that's not what we want though. We need an activity detector. Also, I don't even know why this is on here. This doesn't do anything. Let's get an automatic machine switch, or rather an activity detector. All right, there we go. Put you there, and then this guy should control the quantum energizer. I see not. Come on, did I not configure this right? So this is emit. Activity detector is there. Let me just double check that that's working. Where is my lamp? So you theoretically can run. Yes, good. You should have an accept cover. That's an emit cover. This is accept. Yes. So why are you not running? You're a redstone machine switch. What else does this have on it? Okay. So redstone machine switch controls this. Quantum energizer goes there. But why are you not running? Am I crazy? Where is my scanner? Running is possible, but why are you not? Running is possible. Running is possible. What is going on here? There's no way I've set this up incorrectly. I've always done it this way. What is something is definitely amiss here. I just do this. Okay. What? That's crazy. There's no way. Hold on. What? That's actually insane. What is happening? Is this a redstone machine switch? Yeah, it is. I'm definitely not crazy. What the hell? You should be turned on. What? You can't. What's going on, man? Okay, now it's working. When I replaced everything on it, it started working. I don't know what the hell that was about. I was pretty sure I wasn't going crazy. It's something wrong with Greg Tech. I'm blaming Greg for that one. But we're good now. Oops, there we go. And we have tons and tons of matter to work with, so there's no worries about overusing. But that's plenty of lapis, so I'll put this guy away. I guess ideally I could just reverse these, so I always have that USB sticks right here to use with this one, or I could just swap these two machines in their placements, but for now it's fine. So let's use that lapis to make our Lapitron chargers, or even these guys. So I need, how many of these do I need? 8. So I need 8 times 6, which is 48. So I need more actually, plus however much lapis I need for the other thing. I forgot what it is. Oops, not that. Just let it generate some lapis for these guys. So I need 8 of these. So I need 24 extra lapis. So we're going to be using quite a bit. I think like 72 lapis, so a stack and 8. That's okay. We have more than enough matter to work with. I think when I looked at the tanks before, yeah, I had 24,000 charge matter and 32,000 neutral matter, and this only takes 12 of each to make, so no worries replicating a bunch of it. I think that's probably enough. And we're going to be generating even more soon once I upgrade the reactor. I know I've said that I'm going to do it a bunch of times, but I promise I will do it. So what for these? I need 8. So we'll do you guys, and we'll cut these. Those will make the plates. And then for the Lapitron crystals, I need, what did I say, 48? So we'll shred you. Put these guys away. And also let's check our circuit crafting. What's the problem with this? Something isn't right here. These... Oh, I'm out of soldering alloy? Interesting. I have antimony, I'm just out of tin. Okay. Tin dust. We just do this. And where's my lighter? This I also probably should automate, but I've been too lazy to do it. All right, where is my dust? Give me that. And give me my plates. And there. Perfect. Did I count this right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Cool. So for these guys, I need... These do I need? I need 8 of these, which means I need 16 of these. So that's quite a bit. All right. Exchanger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. What am I out of? Copper? Jeez. Copper plates. Just make me 1,000 copper plates. It'll gladly do that for me. Let's do it. I'll end up using all of them anyway, so it's no worries there. We'll just wait for those to slowly come into the system. And now our circuits are also going through, so that's good. My copper plates, though. Is it not going to give them to me? Where are they? Are they just being held in the system? That's not correct, right? Oh, it's loading all of this first? Oh, I see. It's because it's nighttime and my igniter doesn't work at night. This is something that I will almost certainly upgrade with the reactors because it's annoying to have to sleep all the time to get stuff to work. So most things that use igniters, I would like to just switch over. But yeah, let's do this. Let me come back when I actually have all these components made because it's just a lot of tedious stuff and I don't want to waste time. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back and I have finished crafting the heat exchangers that we needed for the Lapitron chargers. So I think we're good to just craft these 2 guys. So we have 1 and we've got 2. And I believe this now should charge everything. It still doesn't charge my drill. I don't know why that is, but this should be able to charge everything, including our quantum armor if we were to hold it in our hand, I think. Yep, just like that. It won't charge it while it's on us, unfortunately. I don't know that there's anything that can do that except for the charge plates that you place on the ground, which I will make maybe eventually if I don't make the modular power suits. I'm pretty sure I will, but who knows? But yeah, these guys have a ton of power. They have almost as much as an EV lithium manganese battery, which is pretty damn high. So it's really good to just have it out in the field. It gives us a couple good charges of like the jackhammer and everything. So I'll definitely be keeping one of these on me and then just swapping them as I need to charge them. That's one thing done. I wanted to go check down just to see everything down here. Take a quick note of everything in my head. All right, I think we're good there. Now, the next thing I want to do is to start making reactors and maybe start setting up some automation to autocraft reactors, because what I want to start doing is, like I said before, setting up reactors to automatically control some of our processes that are currently controlled by just normal burning boxes and stuff like that, because the reactors are a lot easier to manage, ironically, and the radiation risk is 0 because I know exactly how many neutrons, well, I don't know exactly, but I know roughly how many neutrons it takes to spread radiation, and it's well above what we would create with the enriched Naquadah rods, which is what we have now. So we're good for that. So let's look at the reactor rods. And actually, what we can also do is adjust our current reactor if we have some carbon fluid pipes. We need some huge carbon fluid pipes. And we're going to need some distilled water. Quite a bit of distilled water. Do I have a bunch? Is this full? Oh, that's actually not full. I actually reconfigured this water system over here because I just wanted to make it a little simpler. Seems like it's fine. I don't know why it's not full, but that's okay. So let's take a list here. So we need industrial coolant. That's one of the things I'm going to make. So industrial coolant. It's a really good reactor coolant. We want to make reactors. It's fine. I'll add this to the list as well. What else do I need? So industrial coolant, the reactors, and yeah, we need distilled water and some tanks probably. Yeah, let's make a distilled water tank. I could realistically use the same water tank for the boiler and the reactors. It's just a little risky, but it should be okay. I do want to make more huge carbon fluid pipes though. So let me see. Do I have one of these guys set? Yeah, I do. Okay. So give me some carbon. I'll just make a bunch of huge carbon fluid pipes. Oops, that guy away. This will take a minute. Let's throw those in there. I think I should already have enough on me. We'll see. Let me swap this out. So what we're going to do is go and shut down the reactor, and we'll swap in distilled water instead of sodium, because sodium isn't actually necessary to run our reactors. And actually, do I have a tank? I didn't check. I need a tank that can hold sodium, because I just need to remove the sodium from these guys. And actually, this doesn't need any coolant. Shouldn't have put any in there in the first place, but um, this also poses an issue. Maybe I can just replace one of these with coolant. I'm just trying to think what the best way to do this is. So I need a bronze drum. That way I can remove some of that coolant. And another bronze drum. All right, so this guy will turn off momentarily. And these guys will be on, but it doesn't matter. All right, and then this guy, just need to be able to reach him to configure his coolant sharing face, and we'll just completely drain him, but also I need to remove that guy for a moment. Let's get this. I think, yeah, I just got a bunch of plutonium fuel rods. The coolant sharing face here will point down. That way it's disabled. Then we'll put the brass item pipe back and point this guy back into, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Put that guy there, then point that guy up, and then the plutonium rods, I'll just put in like that. That way we can see a couple going in. All right. So this guy, we want him to momentarily put his sodium into there. And he should drain, but we can't see it. That's molten tin, rather, not molten sodium. I keep saying sodium by accident. You should be disabled, but why? What is wrong with you? Molten tin. Why won't you fill all of this? Monkey wrench. Fill all of this, please. Oh, it's probably trying to keep a certain amount inside of it. That's unfortunate. Do I have a, maybe I can just do this with a tap? Oh man, I don't even have a tap. Do I have clay? I do have clay. Man, this is annoying. I need to make a rolling pin. My God, I'm like going back to basics here. Aluminum. And I need an aluminum ingot. I can't even make that. What do I have that I can make a rolling pin out of? Rolling pin. Yeah, you need an ingot for all of these. Oh my God, this is annoying. Can you just smelt this to make an ingot? We're gonna use a regular furnace and just smelt an aluminum ingot. Oh my God. This is truly something else. I have wood on me. All right, and then I need aluminum. All this just to make a stupid tap. I should definitely auto craft those somehow. So rolling pin, you need a file. I have a file. Where is it? File. There we go. There's a crafting table here. So 2 aluminum rods, this guy, and I'll just leave this here just in case I need it. Tap or ceramic tap. Yes, like that. Play tap. Have everything I need. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This. That. No, I need to actually set my multi-tool to be a knife first. There we go. So knife, rolling pin, like that. There's a tap. This better work. Otherwise, I'm going to be very annoyed. And then I just need a piece of wood in there. And I'll leave this tap here just in case. All right. Unfortunately, the boiler has spun all the way down because I wasted so much time, but that's fine. So you, molten tin, did you? Okay, that worked perfect. At least that worked. So monkey wrench down. So now you don't have any coolant, which is fine. And what we want is for you to have a different coolant loop. We want that to go over here and connect over to the tank here. So we're gonna connect this guy. I just want to make sure we don't accidentally connect anything. So we'll go down 1 like this. And then we'll come here. Connect this guy. I just want to make sure all of these are connected. Yeah, you're good. And then it's this reactor here. So we'll disconnect that. Make sure that is not connected as well. And then, actually, you know what? We can do, no, not this. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand where this was going. That was coming out of these guys. Which reactor is this actually coming out of? Let's just double check before we make a mistake here. Oh, okay, so it's both of these. It's a good thing I didn't do that. Okay, so you need your own line here, and I definitely should paint these in addition to what I'm doing. So let's do this. All right, so these guys are on their own thing, but everybody else is on their line. All right, so these 2 pipes are connected. And am I going to have enough? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's fine. So connect these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will go get paint, and I'll go get the other fluid pipes that I made. And we should just be able to put, yeah, distilled water from our boiler directly into that reactor. Now I can probably do it with just regular carbon fluid pipes. I don't even think I need like huge ones, but we'll see. It's going to be a very touchy process. I haven't even tested it in creative, so I may pay the price for being very negligent, but we'll see. It's all in the name of science, so it's fine. And either way, if the reactor explodes, it's just gonna not actually explode. It's gonna void its inventory, so it's not a huge deal to me. All right, so what we want is for this reactor to get coolant from here. So this guy, we will bring water to. So water can come over here, and we just want to make sure those are connected. Yeah, so this is all connected. That's fine. This is water, and I forgot to bring paint, of course. That's fine. So we'll put water into you. So you're filled with distilled water. Good. We can put the Geiger counter back on. I just want to make sure coolant is pointed properly. Yep. So you're filled with water. This has pretty high throughput. I don't foresee that getting used that quickly, but I may be wrong. Actually, let me just preemptively fill that or just use carbon fluid pipes rather than small ones because it may actually use more than that. Carbon fluid pipes, yeah. 3,000 I think would be a better option here. So let's do that. Carbon, all here. Good. Let's do that. All right, so now these guys are all connected. Excuse my dogs if you can hear them. And we'll connect these guys here. And hopefully we'll be able to run our reactor off of this. I think we'll cut it there because I think I've been recording for a long time. We'll do the startup and everything just to make sure this does work. So you go. And why are you not happy? Off. Why is it not turning on? Something is not right here. This is disabled. Why? Oh, is it because... No, there's plenty of molten tin. There is less than 4,000 liters of water in here. No, that's fine. There is enough of this. Yeah. Why is this not working? Or did I need to do this? Okay, that was what the problem was. I don't know why that even happened. So hopefully this should work just fine. These guys have their molten tin still. That's not an issue. Water will be coming into here. I think I have a backlog of water still. Yep, we're good. Ideally, what should happen is this turbine should spin faster. So we'll see what happens. The only reason I didn't do this to the other one here is because I don't have any open faces currently to put the molten tin into the main reactor core, which is a pretty major problem if I don't have coolant in there, obviously. So I'm just going to leave the other 3 filled with molten tin so that they can share it. And then we'll just have this one guy, dealing with his... Now, what's going on here? Why is this not heating up? Come on. You are getting heat. Or is this not enough heat now to heat up this boiler? It should be. It's very slowly building pressure. It may not be enough heat to like fully sustain this. We'll kind of have to see. I might have to switch this back to being a titanium boiler, but we'll see. I'll cut here and I'll come back when this is fully heated up because it might take a long time. Hey guys, we're back, and I've let the boiler fully heat up by this point, and it's been running for a little bit, and I've been monitoring the rotation units that we're getting, and it looks like we're getting quite a lot more power than we were getting before. So I think the way that this was running before is it would go down to around 4,500 rotation units, if my memory serves correctly. And now it goes only down to about 5,100 or 5,200. And the maximum used to be around 10 or 11,000. But now it goes all the way up to 13,000, I believe, is the highest. And we can see that in a second here. But one thing to note is that the amount of water this system uses is a lot higher now because we're directly turning more water into steam rather than using a coolant. So our loop is a little bit more water hungry just because more of it is being done with steam rather than just a straight, liquid metal coolant. But we'll see here the maximum rotation units. So you can see we've already passed 11,000 now, which is already way higher than we were getting before. And it'll go all the way up, I believe, to 13,000 before it goes back down. So this is a pretty significant amount of power. We're generating substantially more power than a fusion reactor would, with obviously a much less material investment. Yeah, so you saw there it was about 13,300 or something like that. So much, much more power. And we haven't really done anything except to just switch over to water for one of the reactor cores here. But yeah, we will have to siphon off a little bit of coolant here, or rather hot coolant. I should say, to generate some more water, because this guy is draining this water very slowly, but it's still happening. So we definitely want to make sure that this doesn't ever deplete. So what I need to do is connect another peer-to-peer tunnel for salt water. So we're going to have to see how many channels I'm using here actually to properly hook this up. Where's my interface? There it is. So let's get a memory card and we'll get 2 P2P tunnels. What I really should be doing is storing water in the ME system, salt water. That way I can just distribute it around my base without having to use, peer-to-peer tunnels and stuff like that. And I can just use, import and export fluid buses. But for now, peer-to-peer tunnels are more than enough. Looks like we'll have to wait for Fluix crystals. But yeah, this is quite a substantial amount of power. And we can even get more if we wanted to by using water in this reactor core as well. The only thing is we would have to find a way to fill the main reactor core with the molten tin. And right now we're kind of low on faces. The only way I would be able to do it is to switch this Geiger counter somewhere else, if I could even manage to do that. I don't even know if I have any open faces left of the reactor core to put that Geiger counter on. So we'll have to find a different solution to monitor the neutron levels, but yeah, realistically, I could probably just do it that way. Or I could even move this Geiger counter over here and then put this Geiger counter there, or just pump the fluid in there. So we have some options. Maybe I'll end up switching this reactor core with the breeder rods also to use distilled water. But for now, it's not a huge deal. I'm not hurting for power by any means, but it's just a potential little upgrade that we can do to maximize our power gains. Because ideally, I want to be able to run this guy even faster and consistently full time, even though we're generating a fairly significant amount of charged and neutral matter. I would still like to be able to run it even more. And then we can just on demand replicate whatever matter we want to. That would be kind of the very end game goal, just to print whatever resources we want. Why is the peer-to-peer tunnel not fully working or what not being crafted? What's going on here? Something in my crafting system has messed up. Also, if you guys noticed, my tools are a little different looking now. That's because I switched my texture packs around a little bit. I had seen some newer textures from GregTech Community Edition Modern, which I think is the 120 version of GregTech Community Edition. And I saw their textures look pretty cool, so I took some of them and just put it in this pack. I think some of them are actually just from, oh, geez, I'm getting some server lag here. Why can I not leave my portal? There we go. I think some of the textures are actually from Zidarian Technologies, which is a fairly old texture pack. It's been around for a long time for both GregTech 5 and GregTech 6 in 1.7. So I think maybe these are, what the hell? Some of these are probably textures people have seen before, but I don't know. I thought they looked pretty good. They're definitely better than Greg's textures for a lot of things, especially for the tools. I like the way the drill looks and I like the way the wrench looks. I'm a little iffy on the chainsaw. I had to modify this one quite a bit just because it didn't work properly for the way I aligned up the textures, just because 1.7 texture handling for GregTech is different than the modern version, but it's not terrible. It's just not it's not exactly a chainsaw, is it really? It looks like a weed trimmer or something, or like a shovel, but it's okay. I don't mind too much. It's not like I use the chainsaw that much. But yeah, let's check on the crafting status of this, because something is wrong. Your Fluix crystal. What's the problem with this? Is it just because it was nighttime? Jeez, okay, I probably need to hook up like a battery or something to this. Just because this guy doesn't run at all if it's nighttime, and that's a huge flaw of the system. I think that was the only problem that we had. Let's go see if that's actually what was happening. Come on. Is there anything in there? I think I see something in there. So yeah, we'll have to fix that. I'll just put a battery box of some kind. See if I even have any battery. I have an ultra low voltage battery box, but I don't know if I have any batteries for that. So we'll have to see. Should probably be more than enough, but I don't know. Come on, why is this guy Not working. There were seeds in there, right? I see something. These guys have power. There's power in the system, as far as I can tell. But they don't, I don't know if they look visually like they're powered. Kind of hard to tell. I definitely should set up the autoclave for that. I don't know. We'll wait for that to do its thing if it ever wants to. But I do want to teach my system how to actually make reactors as well. So let's see, reactor. Because I mentioned before I want to run my system on reactors as much as possible. Can I just tier 5s to be used or to be part of that recipe? So let me do tier 6. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shoot. Get rid of all of these. There we go. It's a little weird to shift click these guys in there. Come on, get out. Out. How do you get rid of this? It won't let me get rid of that in the recipe. There we go. All right. And yeah, you'll see like some changes for piston textures and stuff. That's also part of the retexturing. I kind of like the way these look. The old ones were frankly quite ugly. So these guys should be much better. So dense lead machine casing circuits. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll say you get 1 nuclear reactor. And we'll go put this guy over here. Let's see. Should have some space. Yes, we do. And we'll also teach him how to make the electric piston. Compact electric piston. And it's EV. So one of these guys, and how do you make this? Actually, pretty much everything is able to be taught here, but actually what I should do is make assembly machine, because that recipe is going to be annoying to do with single-use tools. Single-use tools are pretty cheap, all things considered. They're just like steel plates and you get a ton of them, but I don't know. I would rather just do an assembly machine. So let me cancel this. I can probably teach it how to make motors, because I don't think, yeah, the system doesn't know how to make that. That should be easy enough to teach. The old copper wire. Let me just do this. I don't know. Those are already part of it. You go here, and then the old copper wire goes like this. So now we know how to make compact electric motors, which is nice. That guy in, this guy over here. Now we at least know how to make partially all of the nuclear reactor parts, and it looks like our peer-to-peer tunnels are done. PP, take these, we have a memory card, it's good. The only thing is I don't know how many channels were actually left on the, what is it called? On the system that we had there. Oh, actually, hold on, let me set up the peer-to-peer tunnel. We might have to use dense cables and a controller. Where do I have that water coming? I think I have it connected, yeah, there. How many channels are we using? Do I not have any smart cables on this? Oh, I do. So 6 channels are going there. Can I check? I have a network tool somewhere on me. Might be in my baggie here. No? Oh, there it is. All right. Can I check how many channels are in use here? No. But I have, the rings don't use anything. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I should be able to fit 2 more before I have to start using controllers. So let's put this guy. Come on. Or do I have to put it like this? There we go. And we will make you the input, and we'll use a bucket of water to turn it into a fluid input. So you are now able to be used there. Ah, come on. There we go. So now that will go there, and we will memory card him. So shift click this guy. Saved settings, and ooh, before we go in, definitely need to wear the hazmat suit. Come on, there we go. Yeah, definitely need to set up a teleporter over here. Maybe I'll do that between episodes just so that I don't have to waste a bunch of time crafting all that crap. I don't think it's too expensive to make a teleporter. Where is it? It's this thing here. Industrial diamond circuits. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Yeah, and the machine casing. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I'll make that in between episodes just because it's only that and then the MFSU, which is just stuff that we made before, but really tedious little micro crafting. All right. So I set up a bucketometer here to monitor this guy here, and he has 0 buckets, which is not good. So let's go over here. And actually, I want to set up a bunch of cables. So we'll get some smart cables and what are these? Small carbon, normal carbon. Okay. We want normal covered cables in addition. So let me go up here. We'll put a smart cable quickly on this guy. This, oh, 7 of 8. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. And then what I want to do is pull out hot coolant from somewhere over here. Just have to figure out what spot is the easiest to pull from. All right. So this, I think, is hot coolant. Right? Oh, no, this is molten tin. This is hot molten tin. Okay. So we need it to go here, and we need the output to come up and connect back. So let's set up the pipe up there first. Oops. All right, so we can connect it right there. That would be ideal. And this guy happens to be hot molten tin, so this should work pretty well, actually. It's very hard to see with these pipes, though. All right. So the dryer, fluids out on the top, fluids in on the left or the back. So what we can do is we'll need to set him up like this. So turn him back. So now we can pump in water here, like that. And we will say, can load there, and you should be a peer-to-peer tunnel fluid. Yep. Then if we hook him up, he should get water. So let's hook him up. I don't think our fluid draining is too bad, but it will eventually deplete, and that's not going to be a good thing. So we'll go up and come up like this. Geez, I'm glitching out. Okay. There's too many little components that aren't meant to work with player models. I think I could sneak around here. Or should I just go over the solar panels? I think I can sneak it in here. Like this. And come down here. Yeah, this should work fine. Come down like that. There we go. Now this guy should turn on in a moment. Device online, and you have seawater. Perfect. And I guess we can also put a mass storage for salt. Let me just get one mass storage. Mass. There we go. Climb up here. And we'll get one of you, because this guy will also produce salt, so you might as well collect it. All right, so you go here, and we'll put a block of salt. Or no, does it come out the other side? It may come out the other side. Yeah, because it is reversed. Let me put this mass storage here, even though I'm not going to really see it. Might as well collect it eventually. All right, so left. Or would it be better for me to do it the other way? Maybe it would just be better for me to have it normal. Because you can... Well, no, actually this is fine. All right, so you're good. Then we need to connect this guy to the water system. Just connect him down 1. And you are filled with distilled water. Right? Yeah, that's good. It's just distilled water. So everything that comes out of there will flow up. And then what we need to do is this. This is molten tin. Hot molten tin is here. Okay. What we need to do is set up a system to cycle hot molten tin into this only when the bucket reading of this guy up here is below a certain value. So ideally I want him to be like halfway full at least, and then he can stop running the dryer. So this is a kilo bucket meter, and actually no, this is a normal bucket meter, sorry. So this can hold 256 buckets, so we'll set it to below, and then we'll do 128. Whoops. 128, and then we'll get a redstone signal, and we'll pull him down. That we'll have to find a spot, I don't know, here maybe, to pull this redstone signal down. And then we'll put the dense heat exchanger on the bottom, and what we need to do is point it that way. So we'll point him there, because this, once again, is the molten tin. So that's the expended coolant. So we'll point him there. And then hot molten tin comes from above. So we probably will need to pull it down from here. Once again, this is hot molten tin, correct? Yes. All right, and then we'll put a shutter cover here to prevent it from working by default. And just to confirm that, we'll put a small carbon pipe here. You should not be allowed to run. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so by default, no hot molten tin will flow in. But if we apply a redstone signal, as in from that bucketometer sensor telling him he can run, then the shutter cover rather will open, allow molten tin to flow in, and then this guy will turn on and power the dryer. And then once the dryer has filled that guy up past 128 buckets, then the dryer will not run anymore, or rather the heat exchanger will close its cover and the dryer will run until it's out of hot coolant in here, which is fine. It'll just give us a little bit of an extra buffer, and it'll actually prevent the system from cycling too much. So it's kind of a win-win for me. So we'll see if we hook up this red alloy wire now, that he should turn on pretty much immediately. There we go. And then he will use some of his coolant. If we can, we have no access to any of the faces on this guy, but we should be able to see it with this. So he's making progress to boiling that water, and eventually he'll start to output that water into this tank. And we'll see, eventually the tank will have water in it, and we'll see this guy fill up first, obviously. But yeah, that's going to be our coolant regeneration system, at least for that reactor core and for the turbine. He's almost there. And this will also run a little bit faster than the boiler up there, or rather the dryer. So maybe eventually we'll be able to shut the one up there down with all the solar panels and just use those solar panels for straight electricity, because it's very inefficient to use the electricity for anything else. Now, why did this turn off? There's molten tin, hot molten tin. Oh, you're full. Why are you full? Oh, you know why? It's because the pipe under here is not set to accept. That's why. There we go. So yeah, now you're full of molten tin, and hot molten tin is flowing. I think we just lost all of our progress there, but that's fine. No worries. The only thing is, this will reduce the turbine speed occasionally, very shortly, but it shouldn't matter too much. I think most of our power is actually just coming from the steam at this point. Yeah, we dropped down to 4894 because some of our energy is no longer going to the boiler at that point if we're siphoning off some of it for this dryer, but it's not going to be a big problem, I don't think. Because either way, we're still well above the range for this turbine, or rather not the turbine, but the dynamo, so it should be okay. I just want to monitor this guy. So very shortly, we should get a big burst of water coming in, and we should see the percentage go up pretty significantly, I think. There we go. Yep, it went up at least 6 or 7 points, actually. 7 percentage points, so not too shabby. I think that's well more than enough to keep us topped up, so I'm not too worried about this at this point. So there we go. Our reactor is a little more efficient in terms of how much power it can generate for us with the same fuel. And let's see, I have some more plutonium to run through here. It's always nice. Get rid of this green schist, and we can put our cables away. Make sure to reset this guy so he doesn't accidentally get used for anything. And I just have some extra molten tin here. I'll use it for something else eventually, maybe. We can put our water away too. There we go. So yeah, now this guy will generate us a little bit more power. He's a little more self-sufficient. Oh yeah, look at how much more water we're getting now. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. That's cool. So yeah, now I can leave the reactor running for a little bit more and getting more power out of it. I think that's a good place to cut it. I think we accomplished quite a bit. We worked on the reactor. What else did we do? I can't even remember. But the big thing was the reactor for me. I wanted to increase my power gain from that so that we can run um, the resource printer stuff a little bit more. My goodness, look at this. You could see through the whole world there. That's some pretty substantial surfer flag. Oh my god. There we go. I think it's just that my connection's not good. But yeah, I'll cut it here and I'll see you guys next time.